I think the first meal of the day can really set the tone, so I like to start by powering up with wholesome ingredients. This day began with a small batch of oat milk, and then a handful of frozen bananas, a splash of vanilla extract, a bunch of peanut butter, and hemp seeds. It's simple, delicious, and so satiating. And now with breakfast taken care of, we can jump right into it.
This greenhouse is so full of so many different blooming and thriving plants. I want to show you all this banana pepper. Actually, there's 2 of them that have just taken off. I mean, everything in here is exploding, but I'm super excited because these are one of my favorite kind of peppers out there. Every evening this week, we've gotten these killer summer thunderstorms, and it's just trickling right now, but I love the sound of it in the greenhouse. It's nice and cool compared to when the sun is just scorching in here and it's a sauna, so it's very relaxing. And I have to harvest some more mint again today, and I just got some cilantro. I'm going to do some maintenance work in here tonight. It's a perfect summer night with a little bit of rain and cool winds coming. Some things that are thriving need to be harvested, and other things that might have a few dead leaves or cleanup, I'll just cut them back and make sure that they can be as healthy as possible, and just really enjoy the pitter-patter of the rain on the ceiling in here while I do it all. This mint harvest is going to be used fresh instead of dried. I'm going to tie this up with a string and hang it over my shower head so that when I take a warm shower, the steam will spread the fragrance of the mint throughout the shower, and it'll be really refreshing and invigorating. Today we're going to be making an all-natural toothpaste because Gabby has Tuesday afternoons off, so we've decided to dedicate this time to doing all sorts of crafting and experimenting and making natural goodies. So we just have baking soda, coconut oil, and peppermint, and you combine all 3 to get a really nice toothpaste. Here we go. But then the coconut oil doesn't want to come out.
Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen, but
I did it. Coconut oil is antifungal, but like, you have to definitely dip it in like dry. Maybe this could be like ASMR. I'm definitely going. Let's try it. Finger brushing. Oh, it feels so cool. So you wash your fingers off this. Interesting. It's coconut oil, so it melts in your mouth. In just a few minutes, we're going to be heading out on our first beach trip this year, so just going to give everyone in here a little bit of water and then pack up the rover and get ready to go.
We grabbed a few ripe strawberries from the garden and some raspberries from my parents' house to munch on while we drove.
It's like I just want to prune the whole thing, all the
Right.
rotted ones.
And then we were off.
Here we are.
The sun was shining, so we went right to the beach. We actually ended up at this somewhat private shoreline that was just up the road from the beach we thought we were going to. It's the best when things just work out unexpectedly. It felt so freeing to have no real agenda. Our only worry was the sand getting a little too hot, and even that wasn't much of a bother.
There's 3 seals out here that keep popping their heads up, and I've never seen that at the beach before. It's the coolest thing ever.
I love when I get salt water in my braids because when I go to take them out, it'll have so much texture and the waves will be so beachy.
This hill is so steep.
And after a good sun soak, we headed back up the dunes so that we could check into our perfectly tiny accidental corner lot motel room.
So cute.
It was high. But like still, like above the street there, where you can just be away. Buzz of the world.
It's so nice and warm out here. We ended up in a hotel room that has a whole front yard, unintentionally. We're definitely going to get some color today.
I didn't record a bunch of this trip because I wanted to be really present, but it was a nice reset. And being mountain people, it's always a nice switch up to be by the sea. I also got this nice suitcase from the 30s at an antique shop. I'm going to restore the rips and clean it out soon.
Yeah.
Wow! I got that! Yeah!
I want to see it.
We just got back from our trip to Cape Cod that we went on for just a couple of days to kind of break the stress and cycle we've been in of working, and it's so nice to take a break, but I start to crave working again after we've been gone for a while. So as soon as we got back, I headed right in here. Lemon verbena is known to have a couple healing properties, from helping digestive issues to getting you through a cold and helping you fall asleep better. So I'm going to turn it into a tincture.
There's so many new growths right here.
My yarrow is so abundant, and I'll have so much dried to use for cold season, and in general for any gastrointestinal discomfort. It smells like herbal honey with a pinch of pepper.
One of the red cabbages did not get enough space in the greenhouse, so I'm going to transplant it outside, and then I'll have more room to plant my seedlings. Here comes the rain again, which is actually a good thing because usually you would want to water the plant as you're transplanting it, but this will take care of it. Not long ago I planted some chamomile, some lemon balm, and some calendula, so I can put those into the soil in the greenhouse today too. It is really starting to storm outside right now, but it's been that way for almost 2 weeks now. We have so many beans right now, and I can't wait to pickle them and throw them on a salad or just snack on them while we're at the office. I've been so excited about these peppers. This one's a hot banana and this is a sweet banana pepper. So I'm going to put it in some curry tonight. Got a lot of great stuff out of the greenhouse today. This tincture is super simple. You just take the lemon verbena leaves, you crush them up a bit, and fill about 75% of the bottle with the leaves. And then you just fill the jar with alcohol. You can also do this tincture with vegetable glycerin or an oil of your choosing. I wanted to do vegetable glycerin, but the one that I have on hand right now is actually expired. It takes about a month and a half to get the tincture to where you want it to be, and then you'll strain out all of the leaves and keep the liquid. The tincture, once it's ready, will last pretty much indefinitely. I'm going to use this both medicinally and just to spice up drinks. I know Kyle loves lemon verbena, so he's really excited about this. I'm just going to do this with the rest of the bottles, and then I'll be able to give them out to all of my friends. I need to make some disinfectant spray today in this bottle, and it's really versatile when you make it with various essential oils. I'm going to use tea tree, eucalyptus, clove, lemon, and a splash of lavender. It said that you can even use an oil diffuser to put it into the air and fight airborne bacteria. You can use it in the kitchen, you can use it in the bathroom to fight mold. You can also add vinegar to this blend if you're going to use it as a spray. You could even make it a toilet scrub if you add a little bit of baking soda. There's a lot of good uses for it. And when you take these oils and you combine them with coconut oil and aloe vera gel instead of water, you can put it in one of these little bottles that sprays and use it as hand sanitizer. Aloe vera gel is very popular and safe. It has tons of antibacterial properties too. I've been getting so into tincture making, so I'm going to do a concoction of mint, rosemary, and sage behind me. I have 2 different variations. The herbs work synergistically to help combat gastrointestinal issues. This can range from bloating to heartburn, to loss of appetite and beyond. On the other hand, this blend can work to improve your focus, your memory, and your concentration. I'm sorry there is so much background noise. I can't wait until the greenhouse is in a more isolated location, but right now we're in the center of town working out of a commercial area. You're going to want to agitate your tincture at least once or twice a day. Just whenever you think of it, give it a shake. Way back before I got into herbs, I loved the smell of rose, and I still do. I think my first encounter with it was at my grandmother's house, and she had a little spritz container of it. So being a curious little kid, I opened up the jar and smelt it, and then sprayed some on my face because that's what it said to do on the bottle. And I fell in love with the smell so fast. I used it as perfume, I squirted it all over the room. I just couldn't stop. It was so good. So I ended up getting my own bottle of rose water eventually, a few actually, until I realized I could make it so easily on my own. And it has a bunch of good benefits, both topically and internally. For the skin, it's really hydrating. You can spritz it directly on your face, or you can put some on a cloth and hold it under your eyes to depuff them. The fragrance eases anxiety and stress and is also a mood booster. You can dab some on a wound to aid in healing because it's very antibacterial. One of my favorites is to take some of the rose water and pour it in a bath. You can use fresh rose petals with it too, and it just makes the bath even more soothing and calming and helps you take a moment for yourself to just breathe and relax. It does have a lot of vitamins and antioxidants as well, so some people do drink rose water. We're growing our own rose bush outside right now, and it's so plentiful that we can harvest it every week or so. It really is just one of my all-time favorites.